minutes after 7 o'clock, the last Monday of 2015. It is December 28th, 2015. You're listening to The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where it still feels kind of summer-like out there.
Oh, it does. It's beautiful.
70 degrees here at the studios, and forecast calling for highs today in the mid-80s. How about that?
Nice.
Lows tonight in the mid-60s, so a little bit of a cooling trend, but not really, because look at the high temperatures. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the mid-80s. High temperatures on Friday in the mid-60s.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be the first day of the year, won't it?
Yes, it will.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
How you doing? You feel like you're back from the big day, the big Christmas day?
Yeah, I am.
Fell on a Friday. And do you like that on a Friday? Would you rather it have been on a Monday?
No, I like it on a Friday because we had technically off Saturday and Sunday, so that was okay.
Let's see. This morning we've got a few things. This is the week that we like to look back and look ahead, and looking ahead is sometimes interesting because we've got psychics in the mix, but I don't have any of them today.
Yeah, no.
I think I have some later on in the week. I get one to come on with us. Of course, I don't know whether she'll come on, but she should know in advance.
Exactly.
Whether she'll be
She'll
on.
know. She'll call you. You'll call her, and then she'll say, "Yes, I will be there."
So just as always, it's a normal Monday for us. 7:35, we will simply go over the news, and we'll talk about some of the things, and whether it's out of our control as human beings, in other words, weather or something political, which is not really in our control, but it's in control of people doing it. Anyway, we'll talk about some of those things and open up the phone lines for discussion if you feel up to it.
Can you imagine that? Just having a radio show, like, okay, well, we don't feel up to it right now, but we're going to have some dead air for a while, but that's okay. We're just laid back. You'll hear us sipping our coffee.
It's called music radio when you do it.
Eating our donuts.
That's called music radio.
Yeah, it is.
Music radio. We did that on Friday. We had an opportunity to be music radio, although I really loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
News Bites at 8:35. That's when we read the news in short form. If you've listened to the show for any time, you already know we do that, and some people tune in specifically for that, so we appreciate that. Bern Paresa will brighten our studio with her loveliness. She's our medical correspondent. She's the president and CEO of Good for All Marketing, and she'll be here. We'll find out how her holiday went and talk about some health providers here in the county, in the community, I should say.
Yeah, she's so lovely. She is gorgeous. She's absolutely wonderful inside and out.
And then 9:35, I took a quiz this morning. And I did okay.
Oh.
I think I got, I don't know, maybe a 70, which isn't really good. Like if I was in school, a 70 wouldn't be a good grade for me.
Oh, okay.
But I just forgot some names. Anyway, so this is a news and review from 2015. So I've got the same questions I took this morning.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be fair if you ask me them because I studied for this test by taking the test.
That's right.
And again, I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I'm just having dialogue in the form of questions, similar to what we did on Thursday. But this is news from 2015. See how much of it you remember.
Okay.
And some of it is relatively easy, I would think. Matt Gibbs is expected to be here at 10:05. He is our mechanic, and he's also the guy who told me the car I'm driving now.
Yep.
And he is on his show on Mondays. I think he begins Tuesday next week, right?
Yep.
So next Monday he won't be here. He'll be here next Tuesday.
That's right, January 5th.
So anyway, Auto Repair with Personal Care is the show. Matt Gibbs is the host, and he'll be answering your car questions. 10:35, the year in entertainment. The year in entertainment. We're looking at some of the stories that happened in the world of entertainment in 2015.
Oh, nice.
Mary Landisman at 11:05. She's going to talk about nurses. She's the senior data scientist from Nurse Corporation. Norse. Oh, we're not talking about nurses.
No,
we're talking about Norses.
Today.
Oh, Norse.
Norse.
Okay, sorry.
Did I typo? I can't.
No, it's my glasses.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I need glasses. The Norse Global Perspective, Digital Stats, and Global Attack, December 2015.
Yeah, it's something. You go on that website and you see.
Oh, I know what this is. Now I remember what this is. I remember what this is now. Yeah.
Oh,
this is the one that looks like a video game gone. Like the world is just not in a good shape.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that movie that had that. You know,
I know
they
what
were
you're
having
okay.
War Games.
Never
I think
mind.
it's called. Yeah. Yeah.
So a global catastrophe way to end the morning this morning.
Well, it's the first. It's going to be the first of the year, so people think the world ends always at the end of the year, and they're always surprised when we're still here on the front.
Surprise!
I got to pay that bill now.
Oh man, yeah. I thought I could get out of that one. Thought I'd be dead by now.
Yeah.
So fun with Joe today. I have some geek trivia for you and Joe.
Okay.
These are questions that you might know the answer to if you've got a geek streak.
Okay.
Geek streak.
I like that.
And then I've told you we're going to do news and review at 9:35, entertainment review at 10:35. What do you think we're doing with Galen Unold?
Sports review.
Sports and review of 2015. Top sports stories of 2015.
Cool.
Let's see if he agrees, see if he wants to throw one in there.
Yeah. He'll know. He'll agree.
So, anything we need to mention before we do anything else? Today is, I want to tell you what today is. Today's National Chocolate Candy Day.
It is.
I've had my fill of chocolate. I think I'm done.
Yeah, I've had a lot.
I've done my chocolate thing this holiday season. I don't think I need any more. And you gave me some of that hard candy, which
ribbon candy.
I liked a lot. Yeah,
ribbon candy.
Yeah, I was pigging out on that yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Today is also National Card Playing Day. I guess you know the holidays are over. Get together with your friends and play some cards.
Yeah, it's fun.
Today's Pledge of Allegiance Day. This is the day to remember what the Pledge of Allegiance is and why we recite it. And it's not something that should be done away with.
No.
Pledge of Allegiance Day.
We need to keep it.
Now, the last one, Miss Sunday School Girl.
Here you go.
It's Holy Innocents Day. Now, I didn't know what it was.
I don't either.
I had to look it up. Okay, you don't. I thought maybe you would. Okay.
Not me.
Well, let me tell you what it's also known as. Today is also known as Childermas.
Okay.
Childermas. Now, do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, let me explain, Lucy.
Okay, and we didn't even have this in Sunday school yesterday. You'd have thought with it being so close.
Well, it's today. You should, if you went today, they would discuss it.
Okay.
Holy Innocents Day is observed annually on December 28th. It's also known as Childermas. It commemorates the massacre of male children at Bethlehem by King Herod's order, according to the Bible in Matthew 2:16. It's also known as the Feast of the Holy Innocents. This day is observed in the Western churches on December 28th. It's today, right?
Yes.
And in Eastern churches on December 29th. I don't know what they mean by Eastern, maybe Asian.
Could be.
These children are considered martyrs and saints of God by the church.
Oh.
On this day, it is the custom to give the youngest child in the household the power to rule the day. Oh, there you go.
Oh, boy. Wow. Well, maybe because today is tomorrow over there. So it's 28th today and the 29th tomorrow.
So the child who's the youngest in your family gets to pick what you guys eat today, where you go today, what you do today. The youngest is in charge.
I love that. That is so great.
In Mexico, it is a day for children to play practical jokes and pranks on their elders. If you're putting anything online, they want you to hashtag Holy Innocents Day so that they'll get grouped together. I guess that's what that has.
Oh, how neat.
The story in a 2-sentence explanation, according to the Bible, the book of Matthew, chapter 2, verse 16. Upon hearing, this is not a direct quote from there, but it's just a paraphrase of that. Upon hearing of the birth of the King of the Jews and the fulfillment of an Old Testament prophecy, King Herod ordered the execution of all male children in Bethlehem.
Yes, he did.
While the exact date of this event when this occurred is uncertain, the feast has been celebrated since before the end of the 5th century. So it's an old feast that's today. I don't know about children ordering, getting the power of the household, but
but
it's interesting, isn't it?
It is very. And King Herod did. He wanted to kill baby Jesus.
And there is one Christmas song, and John Denver is the one I know who did this. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the song, but it talks about it in the song, and it's one of those songs that we have stayed away from, even though it's a beautiful melody. But we stay away from it because it talks about the children being slayed. Slayed.
Yeah.
Slayed.
Yep. They were being massacred.
Slain. That's the word. Slain. I think it says Slade in the song, though.
Yeah, I think so. But it's true. It's the truth.
Oh, gosh. What is the name of that song now? I'm hearing it in my head.
Did you have it on your list on Friday? I
can't
remember.
Yeah.
I think I saw it, and I was going to pick it.
I did have it on the list, and I forget what it is now. All right, we will take a little break. We'll talk about the news on the other side of the break. You're listening to The Source. It's the last Monday of 2015.
Yep.
This Friday is the first day of 2016.
That's right.
We're counting down like Casey Kasem.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. At least 11 dead after storms and tornadoes hit Texas this weekend. Ruben Porras tracked his wife's iPhone to discover she'd been killed when her car was blown off an overpass.
It just felt like something inside of me died, like a part of me died with her.
Blizzard conditions now hampering travel in Texas and Oklahoma. Missouri Governor Jay Nixon declaring a state of emergency. Widespread flooding there has led to at least 8 deaths. Severe weather across a wide portion of the country has killed at least 43 since Wednesday. The Council on American Islamic Relations asking for an investigation into the suspected firebombing of a mosque in Tracy, California.
Unfortunately, ignorance breeds fear, and fear breeds violence.
Safi Ranawata with the Tracy Islamic Center says they're trying to remain positive. Fox News, we report, you decide.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what Living United feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Gene and Debbie would like to thank you for another successful year of business. We also want to wish everybody a safe, healthy, and prosperous 2016. We are ready to be of service with our pasture mowing. 352-629-2440. Locally owned and operated, experienced and reliable, commercial and residential, licensed and insured. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. 352-629-2440.
Located in Ocala, Renstar Medical Research has offered a wide range of clinical research trials for 17 years. Renstar conducts clinical trials for conditions such as migraines, memory decline, fibromyalgia, and sun-damaged skin. To learn more, call Renstar at 352-629-5800. Help us create a healthier tomorrow by volunteering today. Please call Renstar at 352-629-5800.
Hold everything, Ocala. Here's the scoop on a 3-day half-price tree sale right now at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Now listen, for 3 days only, now through Wednesday, every tree, large or small, is yours for half price off Bob Wine's already low prices. We're talking shade trees, dozens of different varieties, and all citrus trees too. A gorgeous 6-footer, regular $59.99, is just $30. Citrus trees, all kinds, regular $59.99, just $30. Larger sizes also available, also at half price. Hurry, this offer is 3 days only, so get on over to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala and cash in on this huge deal. It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4. We'll see you there today.
All right, 24 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. Looks like we got 4 more days of summer-type weather, and then looks like Friday, the first of the year, the first of the month, 1st of January. Looks like it'll be cooler again. And let's see how far, if I go past that. Oh, yeah, 46 degrees, the expected low Saturday night, 45 degrees, the expected low Sunday night, and 44 Monday night. So you got today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday to feel like you still live in Florida. And then the year begins with some cool temperatures. All right, let's see. A couple of things. There's another thing that starts on the 1st. I wanted to tell you something. Okay. The 2016 Marion County Citizens Academy registration opens on Friday, January 1st. Really?
Yeah, it does.
Think they'll be open that day?
That's what the press release said.
Sure does. This is okay, this year, consider making a resolution to learn more about the community in which you live, work, and play by joining Marion County's 2016 Citizens Academy. Registration opens January 2nd, 2016, and spaces fill up quickly. So I guess the headline had it inaccurate. It opens on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And then I
question the sheriff's department.
It's not from the sheriff's department. It's from the Marion County Board of County Commissioners.
Oh, okay. Well, I should have questioned them then.
No, it's in their news release, Robert.
Yeah.
It's got the first in the headline and the second in the content. But anyway, yeah. I'm even questioning the second because that would be a Saturday. But anyway, this is a comprehensive 10-week course that covers the challenges and issues facing Marion County, encourages participation in the government process, and familiarizes participants with the operations and services of Marion County government, not including the constitutional offices. Attendees can look forward to interactive demonstrations and behind-the-scenes tours of county facilities, as well as presentations from county commissioners, department directors, and other key staff. The program runs March through May, Thursday mornings from 9 a.m. till noon. Marion County residents or business owners ages 18 and older are eligible, residents and business owners. And all participants must complete a registration form and be accepted prior to attending, as well as attend a minimum of 8 of the 10 sessions in order to graduate. Mm-hmm. Well, we couldn't do it. That's Thursday mornings from 9 till noon.
Yeah, but some of our listeners did it, and even Roy did it, one of our listeners, and he was blind.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah.
Yeah.
For more information, here's the phone number and a website. The phone number is 352-438-2300,
Mm-hmm.
and the website is marioncountyfl.org/Citizens Academy.
Okie doke.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
There we go. Very simple.
Also, another phone number to write down, and I know nobody wants to admit that they drink and drive. And nobody wants to admit that they know somebody who drinks or drives. But if you think about it, one little decision could save the life of somebody you love, or the life of somebody who might be snuffed out because of somebody you love. I mean, we all make mistakes. Let's not make this one. And if you happen to know somebody who gets a little bit too much alcohol in their system and they have no way to go home but drive themselves, make sure they don't. And there is a way out, and it's confidential. It's the Tow to Go. Is that what they call it? Tow to Go?
Tow to Go.
Tow to Go program. It was started here in Marion County. It has become a national program, I believe. And the toll-free number is 1-855, the number 2, the word tow, T-O-W, not like your toenail, tow. And then the number 2, and then the word go. So Tow to Go, 1-855-2-TOW-TO-GO. 2-TOW-TO-GO.
Okay.
Anyway, put that number in somebody's wallet, hand them out, put them, have them printed up on cards, and take this with you. Deliver them to the bars.
Exactly.
Those who wind up needing the service can be at ease knowing it offers a confidential local ride within a 10-mile radius to a safe location. Mm-hmm. Should you find yourself needing the service, you can access it again by calling 1-855-2-TOW-TO-GO. 2-TOW-TO-GO. The number 2, the word tow, the number 2, the word go.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
I know I'm being redundant. I'm carrying on a little bit too much, but what I don't like is hearing about people who died, period.
Yeah.
If somebody's driving drunk and they run off the road and they kill themselves, it's horrible. But it's even worse if somebody is driving drunk and kills somebody else.
Exactly.
I know you don't need, I'm not talking down to anybody. I'm just bringing it up because maybe it would be a good idea to get this spread out to the bars, to the lounges, to the parties. Everybody wants to have a good time Thursday night and Friday night, every night, really. But.
It is. And my children are responsible. They both had a designated driver whenever they went out to party. It didn't have to be a holiday whenever they partied. So they're pretty smart about that. But then you hear about people who are smart like that, and then the other people are stupid, and the smart ones are the ones that get killed because of the stupid ones. Hate that.
All right, let's look at some of the news items. First of all, the weather is in the news.
Okay.
Extreme weather continues to slam the Midwest and the South. Severe weather that created a series of deadly tornadoes and flash flooding that killed at least 43 people across the Midwest and the South is expected to continue today as governors across the affected regions have declared states of emergency. It's going to snow in Wisconsin, right? You heard that?
No, I didn't hear that.
A string of deadly tornadoes in the Dallas area killed at least 11 people. The state of Texas is seeing heavy rains, floods, and bracing for what is feared to be an epic snowstorm. That's Texas.
Yeah, that's awful.
There will be an ongoing problem for the next 24 hours, but also for the next several days. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said in a news conference yesterday he issued a disaster declaration in 4 counties, asking residents to stay off the roads. In Missouri, Governor Jay Nixon declared a state of emergency yesterday as heavy rains and flash floods affected much of that state. At least 6 people have died in the flooding, including 4 soldiers from another country who were temporarily stationed at Fort Leonard Wood.
Oh, my.
Pulaski County Sheriff Ronald Long said in a statement late yesterday.
Gosh.
Heavy snow is forecast from New Mexico all the way to Iowa. National Weather Service meteorologist Tim Oren said yesterday snow and ice brought whiteout conditions and locked up roads across parts of Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. New Mexico Governor Susana Martinez declared a state of emergency, calling the weather issues dire.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Weather Service meteorologist Mark Wiley said much of the region can expect 8 to 16 inches of snow, with some isolated areas seeing 20 inches or more before the storm slides east sometime today. This is really going to be an epic snow. Throw in 50-mile-per-hour winds, and we're calling for drifts of 10 to 12 feet. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hardest hit Saturday was Garland, Texas, with a city of only 230,000 people, 20 miles northeast of Dallas, where 8 people died and 15 were injured. That's approximately the size of Ocala, isn't it?
Yes.
Police Lieutenant Pedro Barano said most of the fatalities occurred on highways as multiple cars became caught in the severe weather and several vehicles plunged as far as 17 feet from a bridge. My goodness. I'll do it on the other side. Do the rest of it. 5 people were killed in Illinois, 19 in the southeast. Well, I know there was mention somewhere about snow in Wisconsin. I thought I would bring it up.
Well, thank you.
Because this is where you're from.
I love snow.
All right, we'll continue with the news. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, Monday, sunshine mixing with clouds, quite warm and humid, high 82 to 86. Partly cloudy and warm Monday night, lows 68 to 72. Tuesday will be partly sunny, warm and humid, high 83 to 87. And Wednesday, clouds and some sunshine and quite warm, high 82 to 86. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
At the lead underneath Kyle Busch, but falls back in line. Third place battle rages on. That's finally won by Elliott Sadler.
Sadler trying to hold off Brian Vickers, who's hot on his tire track. Couple of car lengths back to Casey Kane. Then Austin Dillon and Justin Allgaier as they race to the backstretch.
That is the battle for the 6th position. You got Austin Dillon in 6th, Justin Allgaier in 7th. Sam Hornish Jr. wants to join that battle from the 8th position, and Kyle Larson is there trying to close up and make that a good 4-man dance.
That is a battle from 8th on back. Kyle Larson, Sam Hornish Jr., Trevor Bayne is in the mix also across the stripe as they race back to turn 1.
Everybody settling down, at least here in the early going, getting down to single file formation. Back through the top 20 at the front of the pack. A bit of a breakaway right now for your leader.
Battle for 7th starts to develop as Sam Hornish Jr. starts a run to the inside off the corner, trying to overtake Justin Allgaier on the back straightaway. Allgaier will shut down the advance, keep Hornish in the rearview mirror, and pad the two by a car length.
Right now, Kyle Busch and Matt Kenseth are pulling away from the field as they head off into turns 1 and 2. Elliott Sadler still trying to hold on to 3rd place. Look back in the field a little bit, with the action back at about 8th spot over in turn 2.
Yeah, the battle is hot and heavy right now. Regan Smith going down to the inside. Little bit of contact that time with Trevor Bayne midway between 1 and 2.
Bayne has the spot. Regan Smith follows him through. Joey Logano is the one being overtaken and is in peril of being passed by Parker Kligerman, who dives to the inside, but he's not close enough to make the move.
Back to that 11th place battle. Trevor Bayne trying to hold off Parker Kligerman. He draws down to the inside of the track, but once they hit the start-finish line, back in single file they go.
Trevor Bayne is right there. Hot on his heels is Regan Smith. Kligerman looking to go underneath as well as they move off turn 2 to the back straightaway.
Parker Kligerman running at 13th right now, trying to take 12th away. He can't get it done. He's not close enough to make the move. Everybody content to ride in single file formation off the end of the back straightaway.
Further up, battle for 5th. In fact, it is a 5-car battle for 5th. Casey Kane.
WWWWOCA WWWWOCA.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
Your source for the #1 sports weekends. Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. I had a little mini race right there. And somewhere in there, I guess the computer just decided to show us a little bit of the race. All right, there's a few things I wanted to tell you. I do have that weather from Wisconsin part of it. I want to share that with you. Saturday, was it Saturday? Saturday, we were at Four Island Gulf Beach.
Yep.
And we saw a Chinese lantern floating up into the sky. For those who don't know what a Chinese lantern is, it is basically a paper bag with a fire attached to it so that it forms sort of like a hot air balloon. Mm-hmm. And the fire heats up the air in the bag, and the bag rises into the nighttime sky, and it looks very, very cool. And we've had stories in the past of people who've reported Chinese lanterns as UFOs.
Yes.
So anyway, if we had not turned around and had seen it in its beginnings, we might have seen it in the sky and wondered, what the heck is that?
It was daylight.
It was dusk. It was getting to be dark. It was like in between.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one.
Saw.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
real clear.
But anyway, so then we were leaving, and we noticed that people were gathering around, so we stuck around because they had helium balloons. So I thought, they're going to let some helium balloons go. Let's see if we can get some pictures of this. And then it became dark, and we overheard them saying that they bought their Chinese lanterns online and at Kmart and things like that. So we said, they're going to let a whole bunch of them go. Mm-hmm. Well, the sweet and beautiful thing that we witnessed was that a dozen or so Chinese lanterns were attempted. Maybe 8 of them made it. Some of them didn't. Some of them crashed and didn't quite work. But they were, and it was a little bit windy. And they said, "Well, I bet Eric is enjoying this. He's probably causing the wind." Well, that of course led us to believe that this is a memorial of some sort that these folks were doing, and that somebody by the name of Eric had passed away, whom they must have loved a great deal. And they had a sweet song that was being played at the same time. And then when it was all done, they gathered together and held hands, and one of the men in the group said a prayer and thanked God for Eric in their lives. And I don't know the story, but it was a very sweet thing to be witness to, wasn't it?
And there were men, women, and children, and the little boy child really had a good time. He was the successful.
The the young boy. He was the one who knew how to get those Chinese lanterns up in the air.
Yeah, he was about 8 or something like that. Yeah, he's so cute.
I had never seen. I've seen him on videos. I had never seen Chinese lanterns actually in person. But anyway, that was sweet. So anyway, let's get back to the weather. I did look it up. My little thing here had mostly Texas and New Mexico, but up in your area, I guess because those states aren't used to having big weather, winter weather, but your state is.
Oh, yeah.
Your state of Wisconsin.
They have ice caves up there.
The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for all of southeastern Wisconsin beginning at 9 a.m. today.
Okay.
That winter storm warning will run through 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Central time, their time. Probably.
This is when the kids are saying, "Whoo-hoo!" Oh, there's no school this week anyway, is it?
Okay. So they're okay.
It is an abrupt return to the winter weather for southern Wisconsin, and weather experts predict this storm system will be a windy, wintry mess. Mm-hmm. And all in purple, which is the color that indicates where let's see, where it'll be snowy. Includes Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha, Madison, if you want to know all these areas in your home state. Eau Claire, even across the lake, Grand Rapids, Michigan is on the list. Dubuque, Fond du Lac, Sheboygan. According to the National Weather Service, a mixed bag of freezing rain and sleet is expected to spread across that state today.
Cool.
Wow. I wonder how much of it is going to... I wonder how close it'll get to Florida.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's going to stay up there, or if it's going to melt, after that first wave. Last year there was, winter all over the place, and they have ice caves up there, which is really cool. And the lake freezes, Lake Michigan. And you have to walk to these ice caves, and then it's like 1 mile to 2 miles for the walk, and they're absolutely gorgeous when you get there. Absolutely.
So many of the world's glaciers are shrinking today at unprecedented rates, according to climate scientists. Glaciers that have been there for millions of years, and the ice that's been flowing through them for tens of thousands of years are now melting. Glacier National Park in Montana may be entirely glacier-free within a decade.
Wow.
But we have a new glacier.
Yeah.
Which is getting bigger every year. Mm-hmm. So this is an interesting story. I'm not trying to be political on you, because I've told you a million times, I don't know anything about global warming. I can only tell you what people are saying. Mm-hmm. But anyway, in all the news of the shrinking, disappearing glaciers, there's a new one. There's a new one growing. It may seem surprising that there is a growing baby glacier in Washington State, but its location is even more surprising. It's inside the steaming caldera of Mount St. Helens itself.
Wow.
When Mount St. Helens was still a placid Fuji-like cone, it was covered with a dozen small glaciers, but that all ended on May 18th, 1980, when the top 1,300 feet of the mountain were blown off in an explosion, an eruption of rock and lava. It was the largest landslide in recorded human history.
Wow.
When the dust settled, the summit of Mount St. Helens was a horseshoe-shaped ridge. I'm sure you remember that. A shadow of its former self. But speaking of shadows, the new horseshoe opens to the north, which means a lot of the crater is well shaded from the sun. By 1988, there was snow and ice in the crater all year long, and by 1996, it was carving crevices into the crater rim, making it, by definition, a glacier.
Isn't that something?
The flowing layers of ice and rock were soon 660 feet deep.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's 66. That's a 66-story building.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
For sure. Gosh.
In 2004, a second, slower eruption began at Mount St. Helens, and geologists assumed that the new ice field would melt, causing new mudslides, but in fact the opposite happened. The hot magma pushed up a 900-foot high dome inside the crater, shielding the baby glacier even more effectively. All winter, snow and ice slides down the crater rim into the glacier, so it is still expanding, although recent hot summers have slowed its growth a little bit.
Golly.
The glacier is still off limits to hikers, except for those who pay a hefty fee for a guided tour.
Yeah, of course.
Geologists from the U.S. Geological Survey are the only ones who get the real fun, the chance to rappel down 90 feet through the glacier's Godzilla hole.
Oh, wow.
There's a maze of tunnels down there where ice is sculpted into eerie shapes by hot volcanic gas venting from below.
That I would love to do.
The state of Washington still calls the glacier Tulutzen, using a local Indian word for ice, while Washington, the federal government Washington, has officially dubbed it Crater Glacier.
Of course, they always get in on the act to rename things.
Let's hope the glacier sticks around long enough to have to settle this question of the name at some point. But anyway, the local people in Washington, the state of Washington, want to call it Tulutzen.
Yeah.
And Washington, D.C., it's Crater Glacier.
That's right, the federal government.
We got a better name. Forget that Indian name.
Exactly. Forget the heritage, okay? We're just going to name it this. That's right.
Mount McKinley? Where's that?
I know.
There's no more Mount McKinley.
No more. That is such an interesting story, and I love that you have to rappel down there and you can see all that cool stuff.
Well, I heard you say you wanted to do that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You'd have to do it virtually. I don't think you could do it.
Oh.
You could try
really?
it. Well, you
try
might be able
it.
to. You could try. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I could. I mean,
just give me a rope and I'll stand up there with it. Yeah. When you're jumping down there, give me the rope. Yeah, I know. But I'll be the one at the top with the other end of the rope, waiting for your walkie-talkie message. Best Buy sells walkie-talkies that can go 35 miles, according to the ad.
Oh, we could test it out then.
Yeah, you'd be 6 stories down into the ground.
Yeah. Beam me up, Larry.
All right, and it's just kind of on a lighter note. Box office report from Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Let's see, the Christmas weekend, the movie made over $1 billion.
Yep. Check out those naysayers. They're eating their words.
Wow. It says it's becoming old hat to recount the various ways that the 7th film in the science fiction fantasy is vaporizing records. But familiar or not, The Force Awakens once again ground down high watermarks over the holidays, racking in $153.5 million domestically. That represents both the biggest Christmas holiday result in the best second weekend for a film in history.
Yep, everybody was waiting for it.
In this country, The Force Awakens has grossed a mammoth $544.6 million. Worldwide, that figure is near $1.1 billion.
My daughter has seen it twice so far this past weekend.
Dan said he went to see it at the planetarium at the Museum of Science and Industry in Tampa.
Yeah.
So he was laying back, looking up. I got to ask him how that was.
Yeah, at the IMAX.
I would fall asleep if I was laying back like a recliner. I fall asleep at everything.
That would be. I've never seen a movie in IMAX. I never have. I've just seen the regular.
Yeah, you
movies.
did.
I did.
Yeah.
At the Space Coast.
At NASA. Yeah.
Yeah, at the Vehicle Assembly Building.
Right. We did see one there.
Yeah, but not a movie.
Not a full-length feature movie.
Yeah, like these that are on there.
So elsewhere in the film world, I'm going to do this real quickly. The 3-day holiday frame should also rank as biggest Christmas weekend overall in history, beating the $269.8 million in 2009, which saw the launch of Sherlock Holmes and the second weekend of Avatar. Despite the furor surrounding the Return of the Jedi, a few films managed to score with Yuletide ticket buyers. Paramount reunited The Other Guys stars Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg in the comedy Daddy's Home with strong results.
Oh, wow. It must be fun.
And
had that movie
Joy also did pretty good, I guess.
Joy.
A movie called Joy. Happy Joy.
Nice.
All right, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Paul Stevens. Disaster declarations for 4 Texas counties from Governor Greg Abbott. At least 11 people dead, dozens injured after strong tornadoes hit the Dallas area. Another problem, trapped travelers.
With the weather, they're all right, but, a lot of them want to go home. A lot of them didn't get to go home for Christmas because a lot of the weather kept them from going home for Christmas.
Clark Andy Frost